We're live in full screen.
What do you mean? Yeah. I gotta make sure to change it back.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Just gotta make sure I don't forget to switch scenes. Anyway, hey guys, and welcome to today's stream. Back with Ace Attorney, finally. After how long has it been? What's even happened?
A couple days.
Yeah, only a couple days, of course, you're right. But yeah, we're finally back at it. Hopefully we get to finish up the case today.
Hopefully.
Hopefully.
Oh, no, they're going to.
Alright, well, they're committed. They've committed.
Finally
It's on stream. You heard them here first. They committed to staying until the stream ends.
Until the case is over.
Um,
Now you gotta make sure it's
see?
actually showing the game.
there
Oh,
it is.
there it is.
Okay, so
Turn this up.
turn this down a little. Okay. Ivana, can you try speaking? I forgot to do.
Hello. Hello. Speaking.
Yep.
Should I talk a little louder like this?
Yeah, I mean, yeah. Yeah.
Okay. I'll
Man,
try
you'll
to
probably be good to lean back, but alright. For now, head back into the game. What happened last was, I actually have no idea.
What? We were investigating all around outside of the case.
Okay,
We
yeah,
found out
yeah.
that the artist chick was married. No.
Yeah,
Was
her
engaged?
husband was the one who...
Were they
Or was it? Was it
They were
engaged?
engaged.
Yeah.
He died.
How did he
poisoning,
die?
From poisoning. Yeah.
What poisoning?
The same poisoning that potentially killed what's-his-face, the dramatic Shakespearean fellow.
Shamspear?
Shamspear. Scamspear.
There he is, right there.
Let's see.
Duncan Ross.
Gas of poisoning. Oh, gas poisoning, that's right.
Oh, and that almost killed Soseki-san.
Yep. Alright.
Wait, how old was he? I'm just curious. Sorry.
Who?
This guy.
Duncan Ross? 21.
21. And how old was the girl?
She's
20.
Oh.
And how old's the?
How many people do we want to know?
Shamspear.
He's like 30-something. 31.
31.
Wow.
Anyone else before I exit out of the menu and go back in?
How old was Iris again?
10.
Wow.
How old is to the right?
Prologue Shores?
Yeah.
Soseki-san?
30. Yep, something.
Wait, what? He looks so much older than.
He's a student. He
What's
just
that to the
didn't
right?
age well.
Potato fry eater?
40, I bet. Yep.
44. And my other, the racist?
30-something, I bet.
46.
32.
Alright, are we done?
28. The other guy's 28. 23.
23.
38.
38?
Oh my gosh.
Alright, are we
These
ready
ages
yet?
are So off. The ages are
60.
so off.
Not even legal.
Alright. Let's get back into it.
This is it then, Mr. Naruhodo.
Yes, it's time to put an end to this now. To the miserable curse that has been plaguing Mr. Natsume, to everything.
And in my own small way, I shall do everything I can to help you.
I always appreciate your help, Mrs. Sato.
Suffering Soseki selfishly sidelined. Ah!
Good morning to you too, Mr. Natsume.
Right, isn't it? Good morning! Good morning! Welcome, student Mr. Naruhodo Esquire. Listen to you two, chatting away happily as if the main player of today's trial isn't here.
We are the main player.
We are the main
Why
player.
would you do that? Why?
I don't think you have your own game, Soseki-san.
That'd be so dope.
Oh dear.
Soseki-san.
Wanted.
Spirited.
We didn't mean
Successes.
to cause offense, Mr. Natsume. I thought perhaps that because you had your eyes shut so tightly you were meditating, finding, inner calm. It seemed rude to disturb you? Is that what it said?
Wrong,
Wrong.
disturb
Wrong
you.
to disturb you. I was waiting. What's the matter, Mr. Natsume? You seem different somehow today. Why, naturally, that's because I've attained spiritual enlightenment. The path of literature, you see, is a journey to discover one's own death.
So deep.
Or such like. That's the sort of morning conversation I was hoping for. That's why I had my eyes shut.
I missed the signs, I'm afraid. Somehow you'll have to forgive me.
His mouth is open. And you mustn't talk of your path leading you to death, Mr. Natsume. That was just an example!
Oh, yes, there it is. Inner calm.
You barely came to see me at all yesterday. I was sure you'd abandoned me
Here we
and return to our
two
beautiful,
times?
long-lost homeland. We've not even been in Great Britain a week yet.
Yes, well, anyway, I intend to set everything straight in court today. I'm determined to uncover the truth.
I've actually reached an important decision myself.
Oh, what sort of decision?
I shall fit you in after the trial.
Alright.
It would seem Mr. Sholmes isn't coming today after all.
Guess he couldn't wake up.
It's a very clever message, I think. My dear fellows, you must win this battle on your own merits.
It's a very clear message, I think. That he's overslept again.
You know what just dawned on me?
But,
This is a flashback.
yeah.
That has lasted months on our end. This is a flashback.
All of
This isn't even the game. This is a flashback for the other game's actual storyline. And we're going on months. Okay.
Yep.
This is great.
The Great Detective? My nemesis? Arch nemesis?
See you, Anemone.
Long may he stay away, if you ask me.
Defendant and your legal representative, trial's about to begin. Make your way into the courtroom immediately. Immediately.
Immediately.
Today, once again, we face the Reaper. And when the Reaper stands for the prosecution, the defendant's fate is sealed. But I don't believe in that legend any more than I believe in Soseki-san's curse. The truth is hidden here somewhere, I won't let it escape me. I have to keep believing in my client and keep fighting to the very end, that's all. Alright.
In the name of Her Majesty the Queen, I hereby declare this court to be in session.
Too soon.
I call upon the counsels for the prosecution and defense to declare their willingness to proceed.
The prosecution is ready.
Yes, the defense is ready.
Very good, and now I call upon the 6 ladies and gentlemen of the jury.
Shall we divvy these out randomly again?
Sure.
Oh no! I have dice!
Oh boy.
Oh!
You got enough dice there?
Oh no!
Let's do...
Just casually carrying around this much dice.
Here, I'll just...
I play Magic the Gathering!
Okay, so I got 4 and 6.
Oh no! I don't even need a roll, it's just whatever Thomas rolls.
I just rolled 4 and a 6 again. 1 and 2. So that means you're 3 and 5.
I'm 3 and... I was 3 and 5 last time!
Okay, I'll be 3 and 5
It's
this
the
time.
young boy!
I'll be 3 and 5 this time then. You can be 1 and 2.
Okay.
I was rolling for your numbers,
No,
obviously.
I don't want one.
No,
I
you're
don't
1 and
mind
2.
one.
You're
I'm
1 and
3
2
and
now.
5.
You're 1 and 2 now.
Give me 2 and 3!
Okay, fine. I'll be 1 and 5.
Oh,
Why do we even roll for these?
I'll be 3 and 5 if you
No,
want.
I'll be 1 and 5. You've already made your case.
2 and 3, chosen by the lot of dice to represent the will of the people in this trial. Are you ready to proceed?
Watch, you're gonna have to see the jury wrong anyway, and it's gonna be different characters than what you thought.
No.
Absolutely,
It is what I
justice
don't wanna
will be done. You mark
You didn't
my
know that.
words.
That's what I didn't want to do.
Why not?
I feel obliged to say, I feel especially ruthless on days when my head is sitting just right.
Ah, I
This
hate
is you.
Kid. This is also what I want
You
to do.
did good.
Oh, well, I wonder if you could adjust my hat for me, and please be as ruthless as you like. Well, that's kind
Thieves
of. He's a bottom.
deserve to die, if you ask me. Especially gas thieves. I have no
It's okay.
sympathy for
I
the
have
man
to
at
be.
all.
I have to be number 5.
Oh, yeah.
I said it yesterday and I'll say it now again! I don't have time for this, I got my own problems!
See, that worked. Wait.
Oh, may the Lord show us all the light here and lead his flock to a righteous verdict again today.
Oh, Lord Man 6, what can you tell us? The prosecution's report, please, for the Crown, in relation to the theory expounded by the defense yesterday regarding the defendant's tea.
So he does have the results. Watch, there's gonna be no poison.
15 points
What's
from
the
Gryffindor. Before the prosecution delivers the black news about the black tea belonging to the Black God, whoa, in the dock. He's going full race. We ain't even 3 minutes
Oh my
in.
god.
Pray, allow me a moment to savor a liquid of a more sanguine hue.
They're just making the villain less likable, you know?
Unless you live in Texas. In fact, I'll defer to the good detective for the report. Here's to you, Inspector.
Yes, sir, thank you, sir. As indicated by the defense, we found a bar of soap just outside the victim's window in the snow. And there was indeed a frozen reddish liquid in a little depression on top of it.
I just realized we never even talked to the old man, the 6th juror. We just went bypassed him. Yes, that's the tea. That's what Mr. Natsume brought with him that night.
Well, the brains at the yard analysed it, and yes, you're right, it was tea. And there wasn't a trace of strychnine or any of the toxic substance in it.
Wow, I'm
Who
actually
saw this
surprised.
coming?
Well, I'm surprised. I thought you said that it was gonna come back with the poison. Remember?
No, I said it wasn't gonna come back with the poison because otherwise the case is too straightforward and
Yeah.
now you gotta figure out where the poison's actually coming from.
No poison at all?
No, I thought it would. No, because if it came back with the poison, then it proves it wrong. It proves that he's guilty.
Yeah.
That he brought the tea with the poison.
Yeah.
I was like, that's such an Ace Attorney move.
No, because well,
To totally set him up and be like, oh no, there was poison in the tea, and then we're all like,
Oh,
oh,
and then
surprised
there's-
Pikachu face. 'cause
wait,
we
but the
want
whole
it to be.
But we were arguing that we wanted the poison in the tea. I thought that's what we were
No.
arguing for.
No, we're right here.
'Cause the second
We
he
want
brought
there
the
to not
tea.
be tea, poison in the tea.
All right.
And he's like, he's
Oh
being
yeah, because you're right.
Yeah.
We're looking at the remnants of the tea.
I'm
Alright,
like
you're
gonna be
right.
way more Ace Attorney to be
You're
like,
right.
there
You're
was
right.
strychnine.
You're right. All right.
In other
Maybe
words,
like,
the tea that the defendant brought with him to the victim's room is innocent. It's in the clear. What a revelation!
Well, court's over. My client
Yes.
didn't do it.
Trial has come to a close.
As I suspected. This makes it quite clear.
See,
The defendant.
Objection!
my learned friend is jumping to conclusions again. A typical Nipponese reaction.
What?
Yes, it's
Didn't the
true. No
judge
poison
also
was
just-
found in the few drops of liquid recovered from the soap on the window ledge. But what logic is that? Would you take a drop from the Thames and conclude that the water in the ocean isn't salty?
My word! The water in the ocean is extremely salty, counsel!
Thank you, Judge.
Exactly. Unfit for drinking, just as the victim's tea was on the night in question. As the court has already heard, bitter was the precise word from the lips of Mr. William Shamspeare, whom the prosecution now calls back to the stand. Whoa, he's doing the 11 thing. Oh, stares at him awkwardly.
Very well! Okay, put your hand down. I will uphold the prosecution's request.
Mr. Shamspeare.
Yes, it sounds like we're going to have another confrontation with our theatrical friend.
Bailiff, show Mr. Shakespeare to the stand! Dumbledore said calmly.
Mr. William Shamspeare, the victim of this despicable crime.
Oh heaven, oh hell! Do you command me to remember? Forsooth 'twas I, Shamspeare, did have a belly full of foul fluid given in mine innocence.
That sounds wrong.
Yes, but
What? Foul fluid in his innocence? This game asks for it.
This case.
We gotta continue with the whole
We gotta,
night.
we gotta expunge
Remember
this
the
case
whole
from
last
the
time we
records.
did?
I know.
but as was revealed in yesterday's proceedings,
Truly, this flashback was unnecessary.
the witness is not as innocent. Do you have the chat up? Oh, you do. The witness is not as innocent as we had perhaps first been led to believe.
By using bars of soap such as this, he has been stealing gas from the supply company, yes.
One may smile and be a villain. Forsooth 'twas I, Shamspeare, did have a room full of the sweet fuel given.
That's right, fellow jurors, don't forget, this man is a rum thief.
I haven't forgotten, kept all that about the ice coins a tidy secret, didn't you? Should have owed it sooner.
Arrest him, I say. Arrest him at once.
Oh, yeah, she's
And
dead.
let him feel the sting in my tail.
the wife of the
Oh,
owner of the
indeed,
company.
by dint of vile and cowardly means have I plotted to further mine own ends, I confess. Thou wouldst not pardon my sins, of that I am sure.
If you acknowledge your wrongdoing, what exactly are you doing here?
Cowards die many times before their deaths. And for a coward such as I, death be well deserved, but would it that it's still a great crime passeth unpunished?
It's true, the content does never stop giving. It's gonna, Ace Train's gonna keep coming out.
For lo, the hairy-faced gentleman of Farther East and Verona
Quick,
to
go.
contrive to poison me!
Quick, go!
To be jumping up and down.
Objection! That there was no poison in the tea found in your room. The police have attested to that.
What in the defense, as I read it, what the defense would assert as an inconsistency will quickly be cleared up by the witness's testimony. Is that not so, Mr. Shamspear?
Verily, my liege,
I would
I would most
not
gladly speak!
I feel like Shakespeare should be voiced like you're doing a Shakespearean play.
Oh, so,
What is-
link a YouTube video.
What is doing a Shakespearean play even mean?
Let the witness testify to explain this inconsistency. Tell the court why it is that poison apparently entered your body, though none was found in the tea.
He set aside his poison. He set aside his tea first, and then it got poisoned.
Witness testimony.
I think we all watched Romeo and Juliet. Just so class.
Oh, my Miss Holmberg.
All right.
The Japanese man did come to my chamber with tea brewed in a
What is
pot.
wrong with that statement? There is nothing sexually there's no
Japanese
sexual
man
innuendo.
did come
Oh my gosh.
In my chamber.
in my chamber.
I read it! Go to the next line.
'Twas in my cup alone that the wicked miscreant secretly poured his wicked poison. Whilst feigning distraction in our debate, ne'er did a drop of his own drink pass his lips. When he departed by and by, I did use the tea that remained in his cup to make my coin suffice. Thus 'tis no surprise that poison be not found in the tea I did pour into the molds of soap.
Well, it's the complete opposite of what I guessed. I thought everything else was poisoned.
The poison was slipped in the cup after the tea had been poured. The normal way for poison to be administered, in my experience. Whoa, calm down.
Oh, fuck.
Right, otherwise it would be disastrous if the poisoner were to mix up the cups, for instance.
But no poison bottle was found at the scene.
Comment.
All right.
What?
That out of the way.
I'm too loud, I'm sorry.
Yep.
Am I?
I don't know.
I'll be quieter.
Because quite simply, the Nipponese took the bottle back to his own room. The absence of a vessel containing the poison only becomes problematic when considering suicide.
Ugh, I knew that.
By now it should be perfectly clear a bar or two of cheap soap is wholly insufficient to wash the deep stains of guilt from the accused hands.
Sirs, madams, 'tis true that I Shamspear be a common thief of gas. But, listen here, ladies and gentlemen.
Whoa. Oh my.
Wherefore would I lie? Verily, I have no cause. I have naught to lose. Well,
Wow, they came so much huskier.
it just sounds too similar to Shamspear. I do declare.
Thank you for your testimony, witness. Counsel proceed with the cross-examination.
Yes, my lord. Alright. Finally back to some gameplay. Pressing every statement and reading some more.
Hold it.
I understand that you're already acquainted with Mr. Natsume. Is that why are we going over this again?
I know thee not, old man. False are thy prayers. I met you on Tinder in your underwear. Do
Wow.
I know thee or know thee not?
Your freestyle really coming out here.
Methinks 'tis all I can know that thy destiny mingles with mine,
You lost me at the first "the."
As our lips are intertwined, sound, sir, thou must learn the English tongue.
Whoa.
Afore thou turns thy hand to lawyering.
I did, but I must have missed the archaic Elizabethan lecture.
Oh, verily and in truth, 'twas a fine flavored brew. Though a drop of poison did barb its sweetness, as the thorn doth barb the sweet rose. That, dear friends, be the simple truth.
Listen to Mr. Shamspirit. He seems in even better form than he was yesterday.
Either that or I'm in worse form.
That faded evening after I did dine at Grubb's Grubbery, a local alehouse of wine. Naught did pass my lips but the tainted black tea. But behold, the poison was not meant for me.
I know you're going for the entire rhyming scheme here, but there are lines.
I got the same idea.
Are you saying that you saw the moment when the poison was added to your tea?
To have witnessed the act and then drank the tea, thou dost describe the actions of idiocy.
I could do it.
Alright, man.
Quite so, quite so.
But no one likes going thirsty, do they? Sooner would I die quenched and parched, would I have the choice.
You can't rhyme that one. That one is too. Only thing coming to my head was gay. I don't know how I was gonna make that in there.
Alright, man. Let's not get me cancelled.
Wow, I can talk about
Depends
gays
on how
here.
you depends on how you use it. Actually, on the night in question, the water main was frozen, I believe, wasn't it?
Were it not for the tea, in sooth, I would sooner have died frozen than quenched or parched.
Right. No ice coins means no heating.
The witness had more than one brush with death on the night in question, it would seem. Remind the court, Mr. Shamspir, as to whether the accused drank any of the tea which he brought with him. How's these lines going for you guys? This is great.
With the greatest of pleasure, my liege.
Don't worry, we got this. Group effort.
Well, now say your one line while you investigate him.
Hold it.
Hold it.
Sorry, I'm just looking at audio stuff.
Hold it.
But the teacup Mr. Natsume drank from was found completely empty at the scene. Oops. Come back, Chet. And let's not forget the defendant's maxim.
Thomas breaking
Drink
all
tea
his
while it's
own
hot.
rules, not paying attention, not reading his lines, and on the phone.
Someone turned
That's
up
like
the fan, so I had to turn it back down.
Sorry.
You turned the fan up?
I was wondering why it was so loud.
I thought it was an automatic thing, so I turned it back up because I have.
That's, yes, it's so automatic that you turn it back up.
Savage.
But I did it like right when we set it up. So.
Alright, let's forget the defendant's maxim. Drink tea while it's hot.
Thomas is upset.
I'm upset. I was so confused. I was like, I swore I turned this down before we started stream. And then I just hear this fan going at it behind me. So I take a look at the audio levels to see if it's getting picked
I want to go
up.
watch the start of the stream. It's like,
It's not like it's that loud.
Alright.
In fits of
Sorry.
pain,
This first.
I did gulp from the poisoned cup that night, and in mine agony I did writhe uncontrolled. In fits of pain I did knock the fellow's cup, and its contents spilt as blood from a gaping cut wound, methinks. Though certainly 'twas after I had made the coins of ice from his tea.
an upset cup was found on the table that the victim was slumped over. There is no contradiction here.
It's true. There was no tea left in either cup that we found. Something.
At the scene.
But still, something about this statement is troubling me.
Yes, of course, I know what it is. It was Mr. Natsume's wise drink tea while it's hot maxim, isn't it?
No, I'm not sure that's it.
Alright, well, sounds like this is the statement.
Thank you, witness. Now reiterate for the court what it is that occupied you after your guest had left in before you drank your tea.
Oh, well, stream's over.
Oh!
Alright, so I think this is the statement, so
Yeah.
probably drink his tea somewhere. There's no tearing on the inside of Mr. Natsume's cup, that's what it was. Which means that he drank it all.
Yeah.
You claim that Mr. Natsume didn't drink a drop of tea on the night in question. But that's impossible.
How, chop logic! What is this, you dog, you clad fiend?
The two teacups from the scene, one used by the victim and the other by the defendant, have a clear difference between them. One that represents incontrovertible proof.
Incontrovertible!
What difference?
Look at the inside of the cups. Just here, there's a clearly visible ring.
Yes, a tea ring. Commonplace enough.
Indeed, such stains occur all too readily when one leaves tea in the cup for a while.
And yet, Mr. Natsume's cup has no such ring.
Goodness, you're right, it's completely clean!
And prithee, sir, what makest thou of it?
Exactly what Mr. Natsume told the court yesterday, the Japanese saying he quoted,
Drink tea!
"While it's hot!" That's right, yes, the jittery Mr. Natsume was true to his usual self that night and drank his tea in no time.
Well, never seen his eyes like that.
If, as you claim in your testimony, he didn't touch a drop of his tea, a ring would have developed on the inside of his cup as well. After the several hours, the tea was left standing. He's going through a heart attack. Send him to the hospital. In short, Mr. Shamspear, you clearly lied to the court.
Get
To a nunnery.
To another
Have you not heard that before?
Nope.
Huh.
As a rule, I fill my hollow chalice up to 7 times during any one
We should
trial.
start counting. Next time we count.
This is the
I'm down,
second
I'm
one.
down.
Yeah, he's shattered it once. You might want to keep that information to yourself. We all know you have a drinking
What?
That's the
problem.
third
What?
Third
That's
time.
the third time then.
And on occasion,
You just
tedium
drink that?
distracts me and I pour more times than I intended until the bottle is dry.
Okay, well he just said that he pours more than 7. Your drinking habits are fascinating, but irrelevant.
On the contrary, they illustrate the fickleness of human memory. To William Shakespeare.
Yes, my liege.
Though you previously stated that you made the coins of ice from the leftover tea in the accused cup, could it be that you were perhaps mistaken? Could it be that, yes, perhaps there was some tea remaining in the small teapot left at the scene?
I was just making up a story for him at this point.
Literally.
A fact that it vanquished from your memory until
That is-
now.
Ah, yes.
Thank my liege, thou art a magician. For verily, 'tis as though thou hast seen with thine own eyes that night.
What?
Forsooth, I was mistook. I did plan to use tea from the Japanese fellow's cup, but lo, when I looked, 'twas empty.
Oh my.
And thus did I use the dregs that festered in the teapot, as my liege did suggest.
And you've just suddenly remembered now that you've made a mistake before? Are we supposed to believe that?
Objection!
People's memories are imperfect, my learned friend, which is why we rely on evidence.
Alright, show me your
instead.
evidence.
Yeah. Where's the teacup?
But in any case, it makes no difference. The victim's most recent testimony tells us 2 things of note. Firstly, that the poison was put into the victim's teacup only. And secondly, that this spoiled cup was not the source of the insipid ice coins.
That have bewitched this court.
That have bewitched this court.
The prosecution makes a fine summary of the facts.
Furthermore, that testimony remains valid and in full support of the established facts. In other words... Oh. The inconsistency
times I
claimed by
just
the
want him to,
defense
like, do
simply
that.
does not exist.
And just be totally shirtless. Like, what the?
That'd be a fun mod.
That would be funny.
Now what's gonna happen is he's gonna throw it into the
Shredded.
candle and it's gonna set the courthouse on fire. And everyone has to evacuate.
What is the
Wait,
matter?
what just happened?
I do declare race has no issue with the gas thieves' testimony. Apart from the bit about the thieving gas, obviously.
Oh, he's just angry. Harold is just angry for no reason. Oh my god.
My lords, ladies, and gentlemen of the jury, I do solemnly swear, after I did dine at Grubb's Grubbery Ale House that night, naught did pass my lips but the black tea given me by the Japanese.
tea?
Whoa.
But the black tea given me by the Japanese, whose back to stoop so low to death.
And on what did you dine, sir?
Why, I did partake of my favorites. A broth as wouldst be called soup, and a leaf as wouldst be called salad.
Yeah, aren't broths
Oh
and
my-
soups technically different things?
As insalubrious
And
a
you put
menu
broth into soup?
as the establishment
guess.
where it
Like
was
veggies.
served.
I think I'm thinking of what am I thinking of? Not
What is
soup.
insalubrious?
Insalubrious? Great question. It's our vocab word of the day.
You want to try and guess what it means before I tell you what it means?
Sure. Let's see context. We need some context here. Let's see.
What did you eat? I ate soup and salad. As insalubrious a menu as the establishment where to swerve.
As boring, maybe?
Insalubrious, especially a climate or This is not salubrious. Unhealthy. That's literally what the definition says. Not salubrious.
Unsavory, sordid, sleazy, unpleasant.
Okay,
So it was
unpleasant.
very healthy.
No, it's like
Because
Unhealthy.
insalubrious would be
No, that's insalubrious.
Oh, so salubrious would be healthy.
Salubrious is healthy?
Let's look at what salubrious means.
Salubrious, health giving and healthy.
Alright.
Salubrious.
But you gods will give us some faults to make us men. Willingly would I suffer what punishment is seen fit to serve a wicked thief of gas. But I pray ye wise and noble fellows, ne'er forget the simple truth. That be one thing and this be another. The Nipponese are not our brothers.
No?
Jurors all, your humble servant Shamspeare doth entreat you. But punish the Japanese fellow for his sins.
We already have one racist in the court, that's enough. My lord! Oh, it's actually okay. If I may speak, my lord.
Yes, Mr. Foreman.
I believe we may have been duped by that rotten defense lawyer.
What?
By me?
Oh!
I do declare you may be right.
Her little.
Volcaren mode. We all know the wayfarer was making coins of ice to keep himself warm.
But the lawyer's lad says if he's stealing gas, he deserves a dose of poison, eh? He's been leading us up to the garden path. That's what he's been doing.
I really never said anything like that. But what we just heard from the victim, there has been opened our eyes again. We've reached a decision this time, and we won't be swayed from it.
Oh my gosh.
The court acknowledges the position of the jury, Foreman, and will duly hear the jury's findings.
What? No! You can't yet!
Ladies and gentlemen of the jury, you will state your decisions now.
Guilty!
Took a whole 30 minutes for the summation examination. Not bad.
Guilty!
Guilty.
Guilty!
Guilty.
Guilty!
Guilty.
Oh, all six, huh?
Of course, there's no other way to do it.
Of course, the flames.
I know.
Of course, the flames that have weight.
Boom.
I hereby declare the jury to be in one accord. Mr. Soseki,
Happy
How is this happening? It's almost like it happens every case.
I know.
My lord, the defense asserts its right to carry out a summation examination. Then I
not
guess.
today. No. Very well.
Typical, my learned friend is unable to accept the obvious truth.
This trial will therefore enter its second summation examination.
I guess it's technically only like our third one at this point.
Immediately. Of this case, Jurors, the court calls upon each of you to state the grounds upon which you find the defendant guilty of the crime which he is charged.
What happened? Why? I mean, I guess he is.
Charged!
Why is he French? Oh, defendant!
Charged!
Judicial.
Judicial finding.
I'm a man of logic, me, and having considered all the evidence, the defendant must logically be guilty.
I do agree that gas is far too expensive. I can quite understand why the man would want to avoid paying.
This stuff explodes and it can poison you. It's absolutely lethal, gas is.
Gas doesn't come free. It costs a fortune to deliver it around the city and maintain the pipes.
What if those have to do with anything with him being guilty?
Nothing, but that's the point.
Truth be told, the tea my wife serves up for me is a little sketchy at times.
If nothing else passed the victim's lips that night, there's no other explanation, is there?
Right there. We can say that he ate soup.
Yep. Yeah.
Who does he clash with?
Himself.
The victim.
I do feel perhaps personal opinion about gas and its supply has influenced decisions somewhat. But never mind.
Not important. Your arguments has nothing to do with the case. It should be
I'm
fine.
gonna overlook that.
No. Yeah, you're right. Don't need to mind.
Hurry, did you put the nerve in the
Our
cup of the
counter
fire?
argument wasn't as unassailable as we'd hoped. And Mr. Shamspeare was poisoned. There could be no doubt of that.
Then how are we supposed to turn this around?
I think we need to establish the method by which Mr. Shamspeare was actually poisoned. Our only hope is to demonstrate that to the court incontrovertibly.
But that's surely almost impossible at this stage.
If we don't manage it though, Mr. Natsume will
Be found guilty.
No delays, counsel. Proceed with the summation. Examination.
Oh, what is this?
It's the summation exam. What do you mean?
It's
It's always done this. It's been that long since we played the game, eh?
Wow.
Alright, well, let's start pressing. Hold it, my only weapon in court. All the evidence, you say? That's right, and there's no room for doubt. It's all pointing at that Japanese man's mustache. Oops. Says the Englishman with the bigger mustache.
Which means we need to show the man some new evidence to make him change his mind.
Shapes looks like
We
his
only
son's
had
mustache.
that kind of evidence.
Don't worry, this summation examination has barely started, really. Perhaps there will be a shift in the situation that shows an existing piece of evidence in a new light.
Let's hope so. To start with, though, I need to find some way out of this deadlock. Welcome, Jose. This is not the game you're probably used to watching, but welcome to the stream nonetheless.
Jose Quintanilla.
Yep. This isn't the time or place to be discussing the price of gas, madam.
But really, I think of the injustice. Air is gas and air is free. Why should Altamont gas cost money? It makes my blood boil. I can feel myself becoming more ruthless than ever.
This isn't the time or the place to be ruthless either.
If I might interject here,
Yes, madam.
If you sit far back, it might count.
it seems my fellow juror takes issue with the price our company charges for gas. But it's precisely because of thieves like this man that the cost goes up.
Oh, what a beastly man! That unkempt moustache, those hunched shoulders, poisoning tea and stealing gas.
That's not even...
Utterly unforgivable.
Oh my gosh.
No. Mr. Natsume isn't the one who's been stealing gas. I'll thank you not to go heading on more crimes.
Yeah. Mr. Natsume hasn't been poisoning tea
Good
either.
point, Miss Susato.
Yeah.
Well, anyway, I've quite made up my mind. It's as made up as the price of gas.
Oh my gosh. Some stupid people. This stuff explodes.
Yeah, I don't.
It can poison.
Thank you for the science fact. Can we please talk about the poison rather than the gas, do you think, sir?
Well, if you like. I mean, to be honest, I take poison over gas every time.
You take poison?
What I mean is, poison can only poison you. It doesn't explode, does it?
Goodness me, what are you talking about? Set him straight, please, lawyer man.
Well, it's certainly true that poison isn't prone to exploding, depending on poison. But I think you'll find that poison also can't light or heat up a room.
You're right! I haven't considered that at all.
These jurors, these are some of the worst jurors I've seen yet.
Stupidest.
This is the worst summation examination yet, I can say.
Young lawyer man,
Yes?
you have a good head on your shoulders. We could use someone like you as our company's legal
I'm
representative.
set. I got a job. Well, I wasn't expecting to pick up more business in the middle of a trial, that's for sure.
Anyway, the point is, I've had the best experience with gas companies in the past.
Yeah. I learned the other day that that's laughing. I'm
Yeah.
being laughed at.
'Cause
That's just how
Jay
you
is
write
ha.
ha.
Ha
Yeah.
ha.
Because the H sound is not.
Yeah.
Okay.
The first time they came up, I was like, oh, it's like
Ja,
yeah.
ja. No, it's just laughing.
Yeah.
Ah.
No, I found that out. Thanks for laughing at me again, Jose. Can we please refrain from all this talk of
Does
gas?
Jose even speak English?
Yeah, bits and pieces.
Oh, I thought it would be so funny if it's just a random, like, Spanish-speaking guy in your chat.
No?
What's up, Jose? Hey, ¿qué pasa, amigo? And you're like, yep, thanks, man. And then he's like, hey, tells all the Spanish stuff. Don't know what you're saying, Jose. And then he leaves, he just pops in every stream. That's dope.
That's why I bring people like you in, obviously.
Hey, get rollo away.
There's an all-out attack underway here, in case you hadn't noticed, against my company's gas. And I'm supposed to sit here and take it, am I? I don't think so.
She's really buzzing now.
Buzzing. All I've heard about our wonderful few is explosions and poisonings. What about electricity, What about getting electrocuted? What about that? A little explosion here and there is nothing in comparison.
Any explosion could hardly be described as nothing, madame. Nevertheless, the theft of your gas is deplorable.
My point exactly. But the gas thieves aren't even the worst of our enemies. We have far more devious
Reprobates.
Reprobates to contend with on a daily basis, you know.
More devious. Who, madam?
Other gas companies, of course.
Other gas companies. Not quite what I was expecting.
We generate gas and we deliver it to our customers fair and square.
Indeed, nobody is questioning that, madame. Altamont is an exemplary gas company.
But there are other unscrupulous gas companies here in London that don't even have any gas at all.
What? But if they don't have any gas, how do they go about selling it to people?
You wouldn't think it possible, would you? But they steal our gas, you see, and sell that.
They steal your gas. How on earth is such a thing possible?
We're like totally derailing.
You can't even hold it. It's not palpable.
Gas companies like ours deliver gas to people's homes via a network of pipes. But these devious reprobates secretly disconnect our pipes and divert our gas into their own rotten pipes. Then they make a contract with the households supplied by those pipes.
He's stealing gas. The guy in the house. The owner of the apartments is stealing gas.
You think so?
And then the dude stealing the gas that he's stealing.
And take money for the precious gas that's rightfully ours without us even knowing. They're diverting gas into their own pipes illegally. What a brazen form of theft.
This is going much more in depth than I thought it'd be.
This is how the British gas system works, and they'll get into it.
Literally. When we visit customers' houses to collect the money from their meters, we always have to check whether or not one of these devious companies is up to its tricks.
He's like calling out of his mind. Excuse me, do you have something to say about that juror number 3?
Oh, golly, me?
I'm just...
I'm terribly sorry. I was just thinking to myself, it's hard.
I really did catch him off guard there. Thinking about what the lady next to you was saying, correct?
Well, yes. I just don't know how to think sometimes. Got a little riled about it recently, you see?
Go on.
An Altamont gas worker visited my house the other day to investigate the pipe work. Well, it turns out when he said pipe, he was actually referring
We need to ask for your cooperation while we carry out a secret check of your property, sir, the fellow said. So I let him in, and you know what he did?
I'm afraid I have no idea. Please tell us.
He proceeded to take one of my lights off the wall, then he grabbed the exposed mouth of the pipe, oh man, and started blowing into it.
What do you think you're doing, young man? You're giving away company secrets there.
Oh please, everybody knows, but it was very nearly the death of me, I can tell you.
What do you mean?
I'll explain if you don't mind. As I said before, these unscrupulous other gas companies connect their customers to our pipe network.
Yes, but how does blowing into the pipe come into it?
Obviously, there's gas in the pipes, and it's at a fairly low pressure. By blowing air through the pipe, you can make the pressure drop temporarily. And if you do that, any lights connected to the same pipe will flicker for a moment. Wait a second.
Oh, I see! In other words, if upon blowing into the pipe the light of an adjacent property has no contract with your company flicker in the state of Britain and it is connected to the electronical grid, you can know that these devious scoundrels have been meddling with the pipes.
Exactly, my lord. That's it in a nutshell.
That's the smartest the judge has been in the entire
I
game.
know.
Oh,
Literally. It's the reason why we have teams of workers going around the neighborhoods to investigate which lights flicker.
The trouble is, the particular worker who came to my house didn't know the strength of his own breath. He was so good at blowing on pipes with all of his might, and you can guess what happened, can't you?
Well,
I
if
got a
he
boner.
blew hard, then wait. Wait a second.
There I am, bricked up with this random worker in my house, and the lights, they didn't just flicker, they went out. I'm in darkness, I'm all hot and heavy.
Oh my gosh, stop.
Along with the stove, gas started pouring into the house.
What a disaster.
The gas supply must have been interrupted briefly because the man blew too hard, so the flames went out.
Well, this case is now ruined.
I'm afraid I yelled at the fellow. Are you trying to kill us all, I said?
So by disconnecting a lamp and blowing into the exposed gas pipe, it's possible to extinguish lamps and stoves connected to the same network of
That's
pipes.
the name. Blowing pipes.
I don't know
Blowing
if I
on
wanna-
pipes.
I don't know if I want to leave that, honestly.
Oh. Just put a warning on it.
Just put a,
Oh
just
my.
put
An age restriction.
18
Blowing
plus.
on pipes. And then
Just
people will
put-
want to watch this and they'll look at the whole place. It's all family friendly. Why is one of them age restricted? It'll get so much traffic because people are like, what happens in that
no
episode?
one's gonna notice that.
Did someone flash the camera? What happened?
Clearly, I should
I would
just
do it.
have
I would do
the.
it.
I should just have the blowing air emoji along with the the eggplant emoji.
And then have that.
Oh
one,
my
literally,
God.
It's the only episode that has a unique thumbnail. Age restricted, amazing, blowing on pipes.
No,
This is why
I'll change the name, but we're not gonna do a thumbnail and everything behind it.
blowing on pipes.
Blowing pipes.
Master blower. The best at blowing on pipes.
Blowing pipes.
Stealing my gas. by
How far
blowing
I've
on my
fallen.
pipes.
And then when the gas starts flowing again, it just silently sleeps into the room.
Into the
The
womb.
womb.
Ah.
Mr. Naruhodo, I think perhaps.
Yes, this is almost certainly the clue we've been looking for. It is? Hoping for?
Because remember the lights were flickering all
Yeah.
the time in the what's his face?
Juror
Maybe
number
that's
3.
why he got poisoned?
The defense requests that you amend your statement to include that information.
Oh well, if you like, I don't mind.
Well, I do. What happened? What'd you say?
That wasn't me.
Like I said, madam, it's widely known already.
That's our company's secret method of identifying the rogues that try to riddle
Diddle
us.
us.
Diddle us.
very well, juror number 3. You will amend your statement accordingly.
They just rhyme for you.
See why you don't need to make your own rhymes.
Don't you?
Stop. Get off me. Yes, my lord, although I'm not really sure what the point of all this is.
Do I have like his test win or something? Like what's the point?
Blow too hard. Blow too hard on a pipe and you'll extinguish the whole house, you know what I'm saying?
You gotta press him.
I'm just curious where I'm supposed to pit that against.
I know.
You mean it's poisoned? That's right, it happened to Tidy a few times now. It's happened to Tidy a few times now.
Who's calling me?
Just phone call.
This is most troubling indeed.
Oh.
Not in the middle of the
It's
case.
fine. I'm not gonna answer it.
I'm on my way.
Oh my! Just link her the string.
Anyway.
Okay.
She can
well,
communicate in the chat.
It's always days like this when I don't get any wages. I get it at tea time, see? And I see her doing it, my wife. She gets that devilish look on her face and she slips some white powder into my cup.
Oh my gosh.
Wow. And you drink it anyway?
I was brought up proper, yes, I was. If someone gives you a cuppa, you drink it.
Oh my
And what
gosh.
happened to you? What did it taste like?
It was god awful, believe you me, salty as hell.
It was salt.
Salty.
She was trying to put sugar into the tea. And it was salt. I see.
Salty.
Then I think perhaps what your wife put in your tea was salt.
Right.
No. So, she doesn't even care enough to poison me properly, eh? Unbelievable.
Let's move on, please. I agree. Oh, thanks. I also agree.
Does that mean that if the victim could have shown to have ingested something else, you'd change your leaning?
Sorry, what's that now?
I was just saying, if the victim did actually eat or drink something else on the night.
What's the matter with you?
Sorry?
I said, if nothing else passed the victim's lips that night, there's no other explanation, is there? Haven't you been listening to me at all?
I feel there's an English expression about a pot and a kettle that's appropriate here.
Compared to the other jurors who don't even appear to have anything to say about the case at all, it would seem that this elderly gentleman has been listening to the proceedings far more intently.
On a rare occasion.
I know.
I suppose the trouble is...
He has selective hearing?
Exactly, but still, this juror may well be the key to the breakthrough that we so desperately need.
There you go.
Great, but this is hopeless. There's no way for me to appeal to these people.
I do think that the only way we shall overcome this difficult situation is by exposing the way in which Mr. Shamspear was really poisoned. We have to prove that it happened some other way and not via Mr. Natsume's tea.
Yes, I know. The trouble is, I have absolutely no idea how it did happen.
Mr. Naruhodo, I wonder if perhaps there's something you might have forgotten.
Oh, like what?
It's important to watch everyone involved and pursue people if
Already
they
did
react
that.
to something.
All right,
similar.
great.
Tutorial.
If you'd like me to remind you exactly what I
No.
mean, I'd be happy more than
No.
to.
Once again,
already did it.
Saseki-san's fate is entirely in my hands here. I probably owe it to my client to hear any advice from my sister. Nope, no need. We're good. Actually, I don't think there's any need. Go back to your corner, Susato. It's vital that we start trying to change these jurors' minds as soon as possible.
Of course, I'm sure you're right. But if you decide you would like your memory refreshed, you need only ask Mr. Naruhodo.
And you never know, someone might have started on the second game and they don't understand the
Why would they do
mechanics.
that? Why would they do that?
It's not like this is a story-driven game or anything. Just start from the second one. It must
So,
be twice as good.
I think you can press this guy
We've
against...
pressed them all. Or
So not
pit-
press. Pit him against the old guy. Because he's saying, logically, there's, it's all evidence. And the other guy is saying, well, is that the only thing that he drank?
No, because he drinks soup.
Exactly.
Yeah, so pit them together.
So yeah,
that makes sense.
logically, actually.
We got 5 lives. Mess around. and find out.
Alright. Let's mess around a little, I guess,
Yeah.
Just like the rest of this case.
Pit.
What are the chances we pick the right two?
I don't think this is right, but those two
I don't
statements
either.
are
The music
fundamentally at
didn't stop.
odds. Yep, alright. My lord, it's a foreman of the jury. I must object. What? Being their leader, it's my duty to stand up for all jurors.
Alright.
Oh, well.
I concur with the four-man council, I warn you. Any petty foggery? What was that? Until you got your facts straight, keep your pointy fingers to yourself.
Pointy finger.
I thought I did.
We're trying to find inconsistencies in these juror statements, Mr. Arnold. The key to it is comparing the different things that they say before attempting
Oh
to pit them
my
in.
God.
You're stupid,
Alright.
okay? Alright.
Alright.
What? This game is like such a
Only thing that passed his
mansplaining.
lips.
Well,
That's kind
if you
of
got it right, it wouldn't have to
expensive.
explain anything.
Yeah. Okay, wait, so he's...
I want to see something real quick.
Okay.
They're all the same. Right?
So hold on. Gas is too expensive. Extinguish something in the house.
Maybe I picked Jur 4 and 3.
Alright, do it. Do it.
Objection. Objection. Objection.
Nope.
Wow, objection. You suck.
Well, it's
Well,
it's the next two then, right?
no. What next to?
Oh, you're right. It can be an infinite number of combos.
Not infinite,
Okay,
but
wait,
there's
hold on.
quite
Let's
a
really
few.
think about it.
Okay.
That one is nothing. They said they've hinted he was the key to the case.
And obviously we know that this guy's important
Wait,
too
wait,
because he
wait,
changed his
wait, wait.
statements.
Wait, go back. Turn that you do anything else, and then you're in real trouble. Maybe him with the old guy.
Let me press this statement real quick now that it's changed real quick.
All the.
Oh yes.
That's true of every building.
Wait, are these new
Isn't
lines?
that
Are these new lines?
Yeah, these are new.
Oh.
Jeez, you just.
Well, you know, I just
All
already know what's
flows connected to
happening.
the same pipe after all.
Means they extinguish everything in house to
That's true of every
That's
building.
true of every building because gas supply contracts are issued for whole properties.
Well, I had no idea that it was possible to extinguish gas appliances simply by blowing down the pipe.
It's not something we like to publicize, to be honest. But we have to carry out these investigations, as I'm sure. Something.
Indeed, it has been mentioned on more than one occasion in the papers, even.
Is that so? It's been mentioned to me too very recently. An incident involving the gas stove going out inexplicably, and almost leading to someone's death.
Mr. Naruto, I think perhaps you're having a stroke.
Yes, I think it's finally started to happen. My heart started to fail. The secret link that joins all these strange occurrences.
The slinky.
The slinky dink.
Okay, so it's got to be that this old guy. 'Cause he said there's no other explanation, is there?
Oh, so you're saying
So
it's
him
gas?
with the gas. Yeah.
Objection.
Aha! Those two statements clearly contradict each other.
Good gracious! To whose statements do you refer, counsel?
Juror number 6, did you hear what juror number 3 just said?
What? Yes, of course. I heard him mumbling about something earlier.
There is another explanation here, I believe. Something besides Mr. Natsume's tea did, in a manner of speaking, pass the victim's lips on the night in question.
What? What explanation?
I wonder, did the police check the mouth of the gas pipe feeding the wall light at the scene? To see if there are any traces of poison there.
I was curious to see what your floundering would result in this time. But the mouth of a gas pipe. Scotland Yard have enough to do without exploring such irrelevance.
He's still based around.
What a piece of work is a man!
What are you trying to say, Mr.
Give me my
Shakespeare?
phone! What speakest thou? Prithee, is it not strange and strange? That is what I say to thee, sir!
I thought I'd been quite clear, but let me put it another way. The strychnine could have been put on the mouth of the gas pipe that feeds the wall lamp in your
Kill
room.
the competition.
Oh.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Wow, and the lady's been doing it. Oh, shit.
And that is how the poison came to enter your body.
Goodness! Holy shit!
Are they tasty then, gas pipes? Is that what he's saying?
Or was the gentleman suggesting that the poor man was so desperately hungry he tried to fill his belly with gas?
Perhaps no actress would perform a kiss scene with him.
For shame, madame, speaking thy fancy. I assure you I'm not such a buffoon that I have to kiss the pipes.
Objection! Objection!
You are a buffoon that has to kiss the pipes.
This is no summation examination.
This is a fart.
This is a farce.
Honestly, my thoughts exactly.
The prosecution will not stand for any more of my learned Nipponese friends' conjecture.
It's fourth time.
To begin with, the lamp in the victim's room is high on the wall. In order to have placed his lips
That's
to the
why
pipe
there's the handprints on the wall.
that feeds it, you would have to be a contortionist. These are empty assertions.
Oh,
There's no possible proof that the man did as you say.
Wait, why would you have to be a contortionist? What?
His lips.
What did you just
'Cause
say?
it's so high up on the wall or something.
In order it's high on the wall. In order to place his lips, you have to be okay.
That doesn't make sense because a contortionist, you'd have to be like
All right.
super like flexible.
It's
You got
true,
lots
I
of
have no
translations
proof that
to
Mr.
it.
Shamspear put his lips to the pipe. However, I can say with some certainty that on multiple occasions, Mr. Shamspear has been doing something in front of the lamp on his wall. And I have evidence to prove it. Alright, you got our attention, lad. I'd like to see how you can be so sure of yourself.
So would I. Let's see the evidence then.
Now that I've got the jury's ear, I need to make this opportunity count. This is the proof that time and time again, Mr. Shamspear stood in front of his gas lamp. Do we have
Are there?
handprints, anything?
Are there?
Yes? Here we go.
Yeah.
I didn't think we actually had a photo of just the handprints.
What the?
These are, wait, what are they called? Yes, skin prints that were found at the scene.
Skin Prince Council, I've never heard of such things.
Yes, they belong to skinwalkers.
The Justice Ministry is currently assessing whether or not to permit fingerprints as evidence in court. However,
My lord, this is an exciting new forensic technique developed by the great detective Mr. Herlock Sholmes. It reveals all the places that Mr. Shamspear touched in his room.
I ain't never seen anything like it. I mean, that's black magic, isn't it?
Well, if anyone could invent something like this, it's that great Sholmes fellow, that's for sure. I agree. This month's edition of Engineering Thumbs was quite fascinating.
We found skin prints in many places that you would expect. On the table, on the costumes.
On Soseki-san's rear end.
However, Mr. Shamspear also appears to have been to
Right
his
next
front,
to the lane.
touching some very unexpected places in his room.
Gross.
For example, here.
around the hanging picture there, indeed, multiple handprints appear to be visible.
Well, I wonder, could he have been appreciating the artwork, perhaps?
At first, my colleagues and I thought the same. However, imagine standing with your hands where those prints are, and you would find yourself directly in front of.
In front of. Oh!
I don't believe it.
Ugh.
The gas lamp.
Though the reason why isn't immediately obvious. It's clear that Mr. Shamspear has regularly been standing with his hand to the wall in front of that lamp.
Right, what have you been up to, you nut?
You nut.
I asked the court to recall juror number 4's earlier statement.
Me? What did I say?
You said that blowing into the gas pipe would make the lights in the entire building flicker. And now if you will recall juror number 3's statement.
What? Me now?
When the gas worker who visited his home blew with too much force into the pipe, it caused all the lights in the gas stove to go out and gas start leaking into the
So
rooms.
really, he almost killed Soseki-san.
Yeah.
The other way around. Savage.
So, obviously, that
He
incident.
did kill the one guy then.
Oh, because he's looking for the treasure. You're right. He probably tried to kill Soseki-san. Honestly,
So he actually killed the other guy.
probably
Wow,
yeah.
that's depressing. Okay.
Obviously, that
It's dark.
innocent was an accident. However, the simple fact is, if Mr. Shamspear were to have blown hard into the gas pipe here in his room, he could have extinguished every other light and gas stove in the building at will. Crikey!
Oh, are you suggesting that the man purposefully caused the gas to...
Objection! Objection!
Here's the fifth one.
But he said he keeps track. He loses track.
Whilst I
I know.
acknowledge that the prosecution is required to remain silent during the summation examination, I must toast my learned friend's utter disregard for the letter of the law.
What is the meaning of this, Lord Fat Six?
This curious photograph, or whatever it is, presented by the defense, the so-called skin prints. Clearly that cannot be accepted as any form of usable evidence in this case.
Huh, it's an exciting new forensic technique developed by a great detective.
It's nothing. A mere toy developed by an amateur sleuth with too much time on his hands.
Huh.
Oh, certainly, even research of this nature by the esteemed Mr. Sholmes cannot be recognized by the court as formal evidence.
But
What the?
Please, my lord, if I may.
Mr. Sato,
It was not the defense's intention to submit the skin prints as formal evidence. We merely wished to present the results of the great detective's investigation of the scene as a tool by which to explain a possibility to the ladies and gentlemen of the jury. And if the trial were to come to an end now, we should never learn the truth behind these mysterious handprints that everyone has now seen. I don't believe we can allow that to happen, and I'm sure the jurors would agree. The guy's just like,
You're right. Whether those strange handprints are a significant clue or not, it's down to us to decide.
Juror number 3.
Oh yes, I do declare the great detective's investigation results sound absolutely fascinating! And I want to hear what the shady actor fellow has to say about these shady handprints.
That's
two
2.
enough?
No, we
Doesn't have to
need
be a
4.
majority.
We need 4. 2 more. What's the matter with you two? That was foolhardy.
well, I did say it, didn't I? And I don't like to break a promise.
No, wait! You heard his lordship. Oh,
Too late!
It's even.
we need 1 more. I think.
Oh, well done, Mr. Naruhodo. If just one more juror changes his or her mind, Mr. Natsume's trial will have to continue.
Thank you, Mrs. Sato, but I couldn't have done it without you.
Oh no, it was
Oh,
you.
whoops.
Oh no, it was you who identified the clue after all. This is very much your success.
Why, Mr. Shampster, you seem to be losing your composure.
Just one more juror, Mr. Naruhodo. You can do it.
Very well, continue, counsel.
Oh, I have to continue? Huh?
What the
Huh?
Interested.
No, they're green now because they changed their mind.
Come for free. I don't believe in breaking promise. We can't come to the told.
You have to press them,
Do we?
Yeah,
Oh,
I
because they're new
pressed-
statements?
Yeah.
I guess, yeah.
No, you
No, I
can't.
can't. Oh, I can only work with the ones we haven't convinced now.
Okay.
Man of logic.
Consider Man of Logic and Gassing Come Free because maintain the pipes.
What the freak?
We'll
How
go
do
for
any
this
of them...
one. Truth be told, the team I watched
This is weird.
is a little sketchy at times. Logic. It's probably gonna be this guy, this girl, and the first guy. I'm just kind of guessing.
We can afford to do it for now, I guess.
P2.
Until we need these lies somewhere else.
Dang it.
Nope, Bill's wrong.
No.
Alright. Alrighty.
Oh my gosh. Holy shit!
Alright, I'm gonna try.
Logic.
I'm gonna repress these people real quick.
Goodbye, Jojo. No, just come. Now you can just pit them. Why not?
No.
Try the other 2. Just do it. Why not? We have lives. Do it.
Yeah,
Do it until
totally.
we're down to 1.
Yeah. Well, which 2 would I do anyway?
Oh, keep going.
You've seen this?
You take it. I'm
Really buzzing now.
Exactly.
They're gas companies.
Stealing.
Maybe you can still pit it against someone who's changed their mind.
No, you can't pick them.
Really?
Nope. They are out of the equation.
Gas.
Holy long.
Okay.
Yeah, it is. Though, I mean, this is the whole.
So try this guy.
I'm gonna press all of them real quick again, just in case.
It happened a few times, just like one day. Wait. What
It's
is
the same.
it again?
The salty.
Yeah. So maybe I have no idea.
I am pretty lost too, I gotta say.
So he's like,
Send it.
No, I'm not
Evidence.
sending it. I want the mustache. Oh, wait, he's actually saying new stuff. Let's see, all the evidence you say, let's see, mustache, let's see, defense probably. What do you make of that? What, your so-called skin prints?
It's an exciting new forensic investigation technique developed by the great detective himself.
The numerous handprints on the wall are clearly out of the ordinary, and if Mr. Shampspear had indeed put his mouth to the gas pipe on the night in question, it can't be denied that there's the possibility that's where the poison was. Well, yes, I won't deny that it's playing on my mind. But as the prosecution rightly says, we should pay no heed to unacceptable forms of evidence. And besides, yes? Even if the fellow has been up to some mischief with the gas pipe dozens of times before, it doesn't mean he got up to the same shenanigans on the night in question, does it? I mean, I mean, sure,
But you
like,
don't know.
like I feel like it's pretty open if it's
Yeah.
done it before. If you can't make a case better than that, I'm afraid I can't change my stance.
What the freak?
She's gonna change it back. She's going back. That's all you, Matt.
It's you.
Oh.
You do make a very valid point, sir.
What? Excuse me? Oh no.
That's true. Perhaps I was a little hasty.
No, wait. Look, you've got your chance here, haven't you? So it's time to prove your theory. If you and your Japanese cohorts can, that is. Just leave our nationality out of this, please.
Is that what it said?
Yeah.
That's funny. You.
Mr. Hodo, if we can't substantiate our position, I'm afraid the jurors that changed their minds before may very well change them back. Oh, we can go too.
What can I do? Is there any more proof I can give here? Can I show that Mr. Shakespeare really did blow down the gas pipe on the night in question?
Can you look at our court records and
Yes.
stuff first?
We can. We can. Because Soseki-san.
Naturally, I can provide evidence that supports the defense's
And we
position.
can bring in our witness who said he watches the flickering of the lights.
Very well, you will present this evidence now, counsel.
Do we have evidence, though?
Go over. What's that one?
The victims, it's the photograph
Oh, yeah,
of the scene.
This one. The poison. No, wait. No, I'm just kidding.
No.
Go over this one. Or this one. Or was it this one or this one?
I would do.
I might do
Oh,
this one. This one?
Yeah.
This doesn't show anything.
Okay, what is that?
Yeah, this one.
This one's about the guy who died. Or no, wait.
Click on it real quick.
Oh, well.
Yeah, Seldom.
Just
No,
click on
that's
it.
about-
No, because we're on the back of it. There's something. isn't
No,
there?
it's just the treasure. It's just to
Oh.
talk about the guy who died before. Got executed. I think I chose the wrong. I think I can't prove it with evidence. I think I need to pick something else back there.
I don't think so. They wouldn't let you get this far.
Yeah. I
No,
don't see it.
like there's 3 options. I didn't even read what the other options were. I'm pretty sure I can't present evidence here.
Well, I would present.
Well,
Keep going.
what do you want?
I would present the image of him and the kid.
These two? Okay.
Take that!
Yeah, this is what you get for being rash.
Alright. Save.
Definitely save. I don't want to have to go through that whole thing again.
I don't know, man. You gotta
I will
take
not- I will not go through the whole
responsibility.
thing again.
You gotta take responsibility for your actions. Things have consequences, don't you know?
I would have read all
We
that.
haven't saved all the way since. Oh wait, we're still on episode 2. We're only on episode 2? Never mind. Wow, we're so much farther than I thought.
We're
And
on
the-
episode 2.
Yeah.
Also, really, we are a lot more than we thought.
No, we're less than we thought. Because there's
No,
5
I meant.
episodes.
No, I know. I meant we
We
have a
thought
lot more left.
Yeah. We have a lot more left in this game.
Oh wow! So we really are gonna finish the game. A year
2
and a
years
half
from
later.
now.
Almost 2 years.
Alright, let's try again. You know, you were just so confident when you said we could prove it. We should have picked I have supporting testimony.
That's what it is, and you call him the dude.
Yeah.
No, in truth, I don't have evidence to support my theory. However, this is why you read all your options. There is a witness testimony that substantiates it. What's that? Testimony?
This is incredible. Whose testimony?
Yes, it's all connected. Everything is linked. A person whose testimony reveals them details about the gas in Garrett's residence that night. Namely, is not
Mr.
Moonman?
Garrett, right there.
No, he's right there. Right there.
Oh.
Take that!
Well, Mr. Foreman does. Oh.
Stop convince you.
Well, we lost.
What? That was for sure. I thought for sure.
Well, no one saw that anything.
Where's Colton? Someone text him. Save scum. Save
I
scum.
actually thought it was that, honestly.
I did too. That was weird when
Me
it
too.
killed us. I was shook.
It's funny because this game is like so annoyingly obvious
And yet
until
it's
like
hard.
these random points where I'm like, what?
It's more like because you jump ahead in logic and you've solved it already, but the problem is you don't know the steps to get there.
Yeah.
No. No, why'd you click that? It's not supporting testimony.
It is.
Why do you think it is?
Okay, wait. Hold on,
Take
hold on.
that!
Okay.
Why?
Obviously, I'm talking about the defendants, Mr. Soseki Natsume himself, because he got his room filled with gas.
Duh, that's right.
The defendant! At the very beginning of the proceedings here in court, yesterday Mr. Natsume said the following.
My lodgings! There's been a whole series of strange happenings in my lodgings! Even on that fateful night it happened when I returned from Mr. Shakespeare's room. I lit my gas stove and climbed into bed, but before long, the stove went out and somebody tried to kill me!
On the night in question, the gas in the defendant's room went out, so I asked the court, was that a mere coincidence or not?
Good golly!
So that Shakespeare fellow must have blew air into the gas pipe to make that man so rot on purpose.
How hold your horses there? What would he do that for?
Mr. Foreman! What is it, man? Oh, an Ace Attorney stream. You're in Singapore. Go enjoy yourself. What are you doing?
Singapore?
Yeah.
Isn't it completely reversed there? Like it's the morning right now?
I don't know. See what time it is in Singapore.
We can just ask.
Nope. Gotta see what time it is in Singapore.
Who's faster?
It's 10:25 in the morning. Eating breakfast.
I
Yes,
knew it.
classic
I
Aldo
knew it.
move. Well, I mean, I knew it. It's Asia. It's usually like 12, at least 12-ish hours around. It's 10:30-ish.
10:30-ish.
We cannot allow judgment to be passed while this doubt remains. It's true that I don't have conclusive evidence yet. However, you must surely agree there is more to this case than meets the eye. Ugh. Fair enough. Like I said at the outset, I'm a man of logic first and foremost.
Oh my.
Oh. Boom, baby!
Well, we officially lost. That's the second time we've game overed. That's 4 jurors leaning towards not guilty, my lord. We've overturned the decision. Might as well watch my favorite streamer while I pack up. Therefore, the defense calls for the trial to continue.
Who's your favorite streamer?
Alright, well, thanks for watching, guys. It's been a fun stream. We're gonna go ahead,
The summation
we're gonna go ahead and call it goodbye, everyone.
has concluded with a majority of jurors. 2 jury members now called guilty, 4 now called not guilty.
Let's see. Rightfully indicated. Next conclusion with their majority altering decision. Yep, alright.
Therefore, the jury's opinion is conflicted, and in response, I hereby order the continuation of this trial. Oof.
Oh my gosh, I'm skipping everything.
Yeah, I was confused with what was happening.
Alright, let's see.
Oh, I already read that.
More people.
I already
Jury's
read all that.
opinions conflicted.
Mr. William Shakespeare,
My lord, I will get my humble spear serve thee.
what say you in response to the various revelations made during the summation examination?
So God mend me, I do solemnly swear, I recall aught of either the lamp or the pipe. But your handprints have made a tiny mess all over the wall there. How'd you explain that, eh?
Oh. I am done with this.
Drink it all.
Hey, that's the title. I'm done with this. The dignity of this great courtroom has been sullied enough already, juror number 5.
Who, me?
As I went to some pains to point out already. A print from the self-professed detective's toy has no place in a British court of law.
Urgh.
As such, whether or not this man did indeed stand before the gas lamp with his hands against the wall remains at this time unestablished conjecture. You would all do well to remember that.
Objection!
Objection. But the prosecution must concede that it would be extremely simple to verify. Just order the mouth of the gas pipe feeding that lamp in Mr. Shakespeare's room to be examined. If there are traces of poison there.
Objection!
What appears to be extremely simple is my Nipponese friend's mind. And we recall that in order to check for the presence of poison in the tea, some remnants of tea were required.
Yes.
Therefore, it shouldn't be beyond your wit to imagine that even if poison were to have been spread on the pipe, it would have completely evaporated by now, making any analysis impossible. That's just not true.
I didn't think of that.
It's just not true.
In an any case, Council, I failed to see what could possibly have motivated the man to do as you describe.
I mean, could be true, right?
No.
Why not?
Why?
Because the whole point is he's saying that only the poison's only in the tea. So the only way you find poison on the pipe is the leftover tea on the pipe.
But we don't know that it was in the tea.
No, he's saying the poison evaporated off of the pipe.
Because the tea evaporated.
No.
Yeah.
No, we're saying the poison was on the pipe.
Yeah,
But
because
also
of the tea.
The tea can't evaporate.
We never said
Either
anything
way,
about
it would
the
leave
tea.
it would leave
You never
traces.
said anything about the
of
tea. You
stuff.
just said there's poison on the pipe.
Some remnants of tea were required. So the whole point is, and we
but then he
agree.
says, therefore, even if poison were to have been spread on the pipe, no tea.
Because the tea.
No, it doesn't say because of the tea. He's just spreading it on the pipe. Like, I'm just poisoning around the pipe.
No, I don't know about that one.
Where does it say tea?
Because he talks about evaporated too specifically.
I know, that's
Because
why I
it's
say
the
it's so
poison in the
ridiculous.
tea.
No,
That's why I
that's-
say it's ridiculous for it to, because like, no,
Oh,
this
yeah.
is simple.
Oh,
this is
yeah.
simple English linguistics. Look, so he's saying you will recall that in order to check for the presence
Yeah,
of
that's right.
poison in the tea, some remnants of tea were required. Runosuke, yes.
Yeah.
Manzix, therefore, shouldn't be beyond your wit to imagine that even if poison, not tea, were to have been spread on the pipe, it would have
yeah.
completely evaporated by now. He's saying that in order to check for poison in the tea, we needed some tea. In order to check for poison on the pipe, it would have
Poison,
evaporated. The
yeah.
poison on the pipe.
What would have
we-
evaporated?
The poison.
The pipe.
That's why I'm
Or
saying
sorry,
it's
the
so
poison.
ridiculous. That's why I'm saying it's so ridiculous. Because
Yeah, it
the
doesn't make
poison
any
wouldn't
sense.
evaporate off the pipe.
I don't
But
think
in our original
the
thing, we're
poison
saying
is-
that someone put the poison on the pipe. We're not saying that someone put poison in the tea. So why would he bring tea into it randomly?
Yeah.
Having been mixed tea. We don't know what kind of poison it is.
Strychnine.
What is strychnine?
What does that have to do with what I'm saying?
Because if it's a physical thing, then it wouldn't make sense for it to be spread.
That's what he said. Spread.
Well, I'm saying like you couldn't spread the poison itself.
Why not? You just put the poison all around.
If it's
the
a
pipe.
physical thing.
What do you mean a physical?
Well, so let's see. So strychnine's the colors alcohol. What is it? Is it a liquid or a solid?
It's a liquid.
Is it?
It looks like it's a type of liquid.
Pesticide. Interesting. Let's see. Strychnine when inhaled, swallowed, or absorbed, blah blah blah. I guess it could probably be anything. Let's see. Let's see. Strychnine.
So it's probably
Strychnine.
like
Liquid.
it's probably
Liquid or
a liquid
so-
that has
liquid or
like
gas?
fumes.
It's not a gas.
I literally said if you
Can be taken by mouth,
It's a powder.
inhaled,
So you could spread the
or
powder
mixed
along the
in a
pipe.
solution.
that can't dissolve, but that can evaporate.
That's why I'm saying it's so stupid.
No, that's why he's talking about tea. That's why I'm saying he's talking
No,
about
he's
tea.
just saying that.
Because
He's just bringing up the tea because
no,
he said
because
we can
powder
check the
can't
tea.
evaporate, so he's talking about tea in the first place.
No.
I think it was a translation error. I think he was talking about tea.
I am standing my ground here.
Great. Because the whole point is, if
Yours just doesn't make
strychnine's
sense.
because if strychnine's physical,
But
it doesn't make
even
sense
if-
for it to evaporate.
But even if it was in the tea, and even if he was talking about the tea can't evaporate.
yeah, it can.
The
Like,
water can, but it would still have remnants of the tea or of the poison or whatever because that stuff doesn't evaporate.
Well,
it's
I
like-
mean,
it's like having
it's not
salt
just
in
not
water.
just water evaporates though, but still,
No, but when something evaporates, it leaves behind what doesn't
Right.
evaporate.
it's true.
So
So that either
that's
way,
what
there
Yvonne
would
is saying. The
still
water
be,
evaporates
there would
off it, but you'd
be
still
the
have
strychnine
whatever the tea and the poison on it.
remnants or whatever.
It depends if you.
It doesn't depend.
It does, because if heat would make it a new thing technically, because you're applying
But
heat.
there's no heat.
It's tea.
What about tea?
The whole
What
point
do
is
you
you're
mean
not
you're
just
playing-
you're not just putting salt into water. It's that never mind. I don't know, because there's a chemical reaction.
So you're saying the strychnine changes when you
It
put
could
it in
have
the tea.
it could have not just been it could have not
But
just
either
been.
So
way,
when you
when
put it in
when you
warm
make
tea, not even
tea-
hot tea, not even boiling tea, just warm tea, suddenly
Drink the tea
strychnine
while
changes.
it's hot.
You know how ridiculous that is.
This is this is all ridiculous in the first place.
Okay.
In any case, Council, I fail to see what could possibly have motivated the man to do as you described.
Why on earth would this fellow
Oh,
have
this
wanted
is
to
Judge-
blow air into the...
This is just
Why on earth would this fellow have wanted to blow air into the gas pipe where he lived?
Unless you strain the tea, there's always a bit of residue. I'm sure.
Thank you, Hannah. Jeez.
There's only one possibility I can think of, and that is to use the leaking gas to commit murder.
Oh.
Man, we got so far off track.
Order, Council, precisely whose life do you propose this man was plotting to end?
The answer couldn't be simpler. Now that we've unraveled this mystery this far,
Soseki. Soseki.
Mr. Chancellor wanted to end the life of If a gas lamp were to go out, it would be noticed immediately, of course. But a gas stove, on the other hand, could be silently extinguished by the killer without anyone noticing. It's not an Ace Attorney stream unless you go off track? Well, I mean...
I live around those parts myself, so I know what it's like. I can tell you trying to sleep without the stove lit is pretty much suicide. You'd freeze to death in no time.
Mr. Garadeb, the landlord has a large fireplace in his part of the residence, on the top floor. In other words, it wasn't the landlord, but a fellow lodger whose life Mr. Shamspear was trying to end.
Outrageous!
I'm talking, of course, about the defendant. Mr. Natsume isn't the villain in this case. He's the victim this man was trying to murder.
Good gracious!
Shoot.
Wow, we really flipped it.
Objection! Objection!
The accused is actually the aggrieved. Interesting. However, the fundamental facts of the case remain unchanged. Namely, that the accused is the aggressor here.
What? How can you still say that?
Let us indulge your fancies for a moment and assume that there was indeed poison on the mouth of the gas pipe. The question then arises is who put it there?
Who did put it there?
See, not the tea, but the poison. He didn't mention anything about tea.
Yeah.
The only logical conclusion is that the only person responsible was aware of this man's trickery with the gas supply and his intent to kill.
Yes, that would indeed seem logical. If the assailant were unaware, how would he or she have known to lace the end of the gas pipe with poison?
See, lacing the end of the gas pipe, not the tea.
Alright.
Do you concede?
What if they're applying a liquid?
They could be, but they're not doing it to the tea.
No, I'm
Nothing
saying-
to do with tea.
Okay, fair, but it could
Fair.
still have evaporated.
So now we must.
But the leftover of the poison would be there.
I don't know. I have no idea how strychnine works.
Any liquid that you evaporate leaves behind. If it's not strictly just water, it leaves behind something.
Is that how
That's
it
why-
works?
Yeah, that's why you can evaporate water. You can boil water, and it leaves behind the salt. And
I
then
do
you
know
can drink
that.
the water.
But like, it doesn't leave behind sugar. If you put sugar into water and you evaporate it,
Yeah,
It
it
does.
does.
it does?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because sugar, I mean, the sugar is not going to be in the air. Like, it doesn't.
Well,
The
yeah.
sugar changes. It comes all brown and caramelized
it turns,
on the
yeah, it
bottom.
turns into caramel.
But it doesn't.
When you boil water?
If you boil
With-
sugar
with
water,
sugar.
you push it, the water will evaporate out, and it. Why are you looking like this, Tom? Dude, you got way better grades than me in high school.
And I didn't pay attention to any of this.
So now we must ask, how could anyone have known of Mr. Shamspear's murderous designs?
Crabbing gets you wonders.
Look, it does. It do. You crystallize the sugar.
Yes.
Imagine if you could like evaporate like a soup, and you're like you put it on the stove for
It's
too long. you're like,
gone.
the soup's gone.
Babe, oh no, we left it on too long. Our food.
It's in the air.
There was carrots in there. They evaporated. Alright, no more being mean to Thomas.
You mean to
No, no.
suggest?
This title is an innuendo and a half. Yeah, it is.
You had to watch the case to understand.
Yeah.
Naturally, the sole possible answer to that question couldn't be more obvious.
This entire case is an innuendo and a half.
Yeah.
Only the man whose life is being threatened could possibly have known.
What?
Remember when Aldo boiled? Were you there when he boiled his water? Aldo kept trying to make food, and he's like, "Okay, guys, I put on my water to boil." And then, like 15 minutes later in the Discord conversation, he's like, "Oh no, my water!" And he went back and he came back. He's like, "I had to put more water on. I boiled all my water."
In other words,
Alright, I'll concede my points.
who put the poison on the gas pipe in what was a clear retaliatory attack can only have been the accused, Mr. Soseki Natsume.
Anyway, I think the important part is that they need the liquid for the chemical testing. It is only Victorian London.
After all, the freaking leftover isn't enough. Yeah, fair enough. Not good enough. That's not good enough.
Now just let me take my L.
Well, what's that movie? What's that from?
Whatever Mr. William Shamspeare may or may not have contrived to do, he was nevertheless the victim of a potentially lethal poison attack.
It's Orlando Bloom.
And the only person who could possibly have perpetrated that attack is the accused Mr. Natsume.
Who's Orlando?
Pirates of the Caribbean. That's not good enough. And he slams the
Oh,
table.
yeah.
And they're talking about.
No. It's not in Pirates of the Caribbean.
Yeah, it is.
No, it's in when he's Legolas.
No, it's not.
Isn't it?
Pirates of the Caribbean, they're saying they're trying to get Elizabeth, and they're laying out their plans to get her back from the
okay,
captain's
you're
ship.
right, you're
That's
right,
not
you're
good
right,
enough.
you're right.
He doesn't say his
'Cause
Legolas.
I thought that was
The only
from
thing he
the-
says is Legolas isn't.
Listen,
Here's
I
my
thought-
bow.
I thought that was the in the Lord of the Rings.
I'm the reason we off track, okay? I'm sorry.
It's okay.
I'm
Keep stream
sorry.
entertaining.
Okay, it's your turn.
The defense counsel's theorizing has failed to avert suspicion from the accused. Far from it. In fact, now that a clear motive for the poisoning has been successfully established, because my client was trying to murder
So
him
evil.
first, the suspicion was greater than ever. Would you not agree, my Nipponese friend?
My nipple knees friend.
My nipple knees. My nimble knees.
Guys, you don't need to add more sexual innuendos. It has enough on its own. How did it manage to turn that around on me so rapidly?
Mr. Naruhodo, you must respond. Otherwise, the members of the jury may very well change their leanings against us again.
3 summations.
And this may be our last chance to gain the advantage.
Ugh. With what advantage?
Well, it would seem that somebody put poison on the gas pipe in Mr. Shamspeare's room. So we must name that person now and absolve Mr. Natsume of guilt.
You mean name the true culprit?
I know it might sound impossible, but if we fail to do that, I have no doubt that Mr. Natsume's fate will be sealed once and for all. You know, I think it was Mr.
It's the lady.
Garadeb.
No, I think it's the lady. The gas lady. He's
How is
angry
she-
at everyone trying to
What?
Poison or steal
to
gas?
steal gas, and so she puts the strychnine poison on the gas pipes.
How would she get into everybody's apartment, though? What if it was
Because
Mr.
the inspectors come and they check to make sure
Maybe,
your gas is good. They
Maybe,
put it on.
maybe it's Mr. Garadeb.
But why?
Because remember the photo? It was like his son or something, or he liked the kid that was there and that was killed.
Oh, shiz. Maybe Garadeb killed someone.
maybe
I could see
maybe
that.
Garadeb's testing it just to see
Yeah.
if somebody
Oh,
blood.
actually, yeah.
You know,
I can
I'll
see
actually
that, I
put
can
this
see
on
that.
here because maybe.
As it happens, one possible culprit does come to mind.
You gotta save scum this.
Fine.
We can't lose twice in a day. There's no
Sure
way.
we can.
No
If we're
way.
bad.
I vote. I guess Garadeb would make kind of sense. Some sense.
The evidence, the poison, it's all pointing to a particular person now.
I say Garadeb actually.
Yeah.
The prosecution calls for the jury to consider their leanings again. I trust you'll make the correct choice this time, Mr. Foreman.
What? Oh, don't you. There's one other person who I believe could have been involved in all this. The true culprit of this crime.
The true culprit!
Wait, the
A
true.
term found only in second-rate novels featuring the third-rate great detectives, my Nipponese friend.
You're a third-rate duelist with a fourth-rate deck.
Whoa! This farce has gone on for so long already, I see no reason to cut it short before its disappointing climax.
Thank you. Once again, my favorite streamers.
Tell us, my
Wow,
learned
can't believe you
Nipponese
didn't include
friend,
me in there.
What is your latest theory? Who is this so-called true culprit of this crime? Say, oh, we did.
Take that!
The music didn't stop. It's over.
Well, highly suspicious.
We're done. We're done.
We're
Load,
done.
load, load, load. We're dead. Load.
That never happened.
I
don't
was
worry.
right. It was the lady. Wow, we lost twice in one day.
I actually think it's Shamspeare.
Killed himself.
Is that what we're talking about? What are we
Yes.
talking about still?
Yes. Who put the poison on the pipes that Shamspeare blew?
Shamspeare is one of the funniest characters in the duology. The eye of the man hath not seen,
Wait.
and the ear of the man hath not heard. None
Wait,
more jolly nor
what
gay.
about that dude that was peeking in the window?
What
Let's-
did you just present? Oh no, it
We
didn't.
didn't. Let's take a second, actually.
Wait, it could be the guy that was peeking in the window because he was watching.
Yeah, wait. What was he doing?
He was watching something.
Actually, yeah, do him. I believe him. He was the
Why?
guy who's in charge
He
of
was
the gas.
looking through the thing and he was the gas.
Do it, do
yeah,
it.
he works for Altamont Gas.
Oh,
it's
for
totally
sure.
him.
Oh, it's totally him.
Oh, it's totally him.
1,000,000%. You're smart. There you go.
Boom.
Boom. You like Shamspeare the most? I like.
Present.
They're just saying
present.
I
one of
like
the-
Cosima.
They're just saying
He's a
Shamspeare's one of
witness
the
to
funniest.
incident.
And I like the Russian guy. Squeezes
funny.
his rat.
Oh, this is wrong.
You think I'm
What?
Alright, that's my turn to guess.
Okay, but
No,
that,
I
okay,
no.
both
that
of
makes
my
sense.
freaking theories have been pretty good so far. Incorrect. I
Alright, shall we
guess,
try?
but
Shall we try the
still.
bee lady this
Yes,
time?
absolutely, it's the bee lady.
The bee lady?
Absolutely,
Alright,
it's the bee lady. Not a doubt. in
Sure,
my
yeah.
mind. You ready?
Take
Boom.
that!
Music stops.
Nope. Alright, my turn to guess.
Oh my gosh, we just lost 4 times.
All because
In
we're
one
all
day.
so
Wait,
rash.
wait.
4 times in 1
Let me
day.
think about this for a
Let's
second.
think it through now.
My favorite characters that's from the series from the witness in the 4th place hasn't shown up yet. I saw you played both games. I see.
Okay, wait, hold on.
Let me think for a second.
So it can't be unless go back.
Oh my gosh, you've already presented so many.
Go back. Unless it is her. Wait, how could she have wait this girl?
I know.
It wasn't her. She's been comatose in the
I
hospital.
know, you're right. What if it was
What the freak? I guess no. We already presented Gyaradev.
what if it's him?
No.
Let's try it. No, a month ago. No, he wasn't even
He's
alive.
dead.
But he could have put it there before.
Wait, literally, who else could it be though? Go over.
That's the thing,
just
right?
present it. Just present
Who
it.
else could it
Hey,
be?
literally, it's either one of the main characters or
Yeah, just
someone
present.
who's in a coma or
Just
someone who's
present
dead.
him. Just present him.
Take that!
Well, looks like
No.
we're over again.
Five losses in one. This is horrible. We went from only having done it once to have done it 5 times.
This is the classic Ace
This
Attorney
is a bad stream to tune
experience.
into. This is not the classic experience. This is just embarrassing. How are we so off? This sucks.
Just do this, girl.
There's
just do
no
it.
way. I mean, she is the
We
only
might
other
as
option.
well. We might as well just press it. I mean, come on. She killed.
Why would he do it to himself?
Why is it not any of the other
I
guys?
taken Miss Olive Green over that.
Well, great. Let's go and
Because
try
that
this
was
Olive
her
Green.
lover. That was her freaking
6
lover.
times and counting.
The important part here is motive, methinks.
Her.
Take that!
Oh, wow, it actually is her. But she was in the hospital. Don't act like you knew. Don't pretend like you were smart the entire time and you called it from the beginning.
I did though. I did.
The name of the person responsible for the poison that inflicted Mr. Shamspear is, I believe. How did she get there? Miss Olive Green.
I don't. This just took out of left field.
Olive
Miss
Green.
Olive Green! Miss Olive Green! I do feel as though I've heard that name in the recent past, Council, but I don't recall where.
Miss Olive Green, the woman from 6 days ago.
Like, I understand, like, the motive here.
Wasn't she
but-
just about to drink the strychnine herself?
But how did she get there? I'm just so confused.
She had the
That's
strychnine.
true. She
at the
did
thing.
actually have strychnine. Oh my gosh! What if the night she got stabbed, she had gone into the room to put the strychnine
We will
on,
find out.
walked out, gets hit with the knife.
Oh, I see.
Oh my! And that's why she's there.
Well, let's find out.
Oh, Rolly.
Oh, she was coming from the bookstore, wasn't she?
Let's get
The victim in the recent case of the
They
stabbing
will
on
explain
Briar Road.
everything.
An incident for which Mr. Natsume was arrested, I hasten to add.
Oh, of course, yes, Miss Green! She was left comatose for some 3 days, I believe, but I hear she regained consciousness 2 days ago.
2 days ago.
And I
Perfect.
hardly need
time.
to remind the court that Mr. Shamspear's poisoning took place 3 days ago. Given that the woman was lying comatose in a hospital bed at the time, she appears to have a rather fine alibi.
True, on the night that the incident occurred, Miss Green was in the hospital unconscious. So on the face of it, it would seem that she couldn't possibly be responsible, but still what?
Of course, she had to tie in somehow. That makes sense.
I mean, still, what? My colleagues and I visited Miss Green in the hospital yesterday, and we found her to be in possession of a bottle of poison.
Good gracious, she had poison!
And there is another fact that links Miss Green to this case as well. The defense requests that she be brought to the witness stand in order to explain the details of the court. Whenever I hear strychnine, I think of how in the Louisville Olympics, the marathon runners were dehydrated and one of us fed a mixture of strychnine and alcohol to keep him running. Wouldn't that not keep him running? Maybe I don't understand chemistry.
What the freak? Strychnine and alcohol? That sounds like a great thing to drink when you're dehydrated.
I guess.
Instead of, water.
How do you pronounce the name, by the way? Is it Cecile? Sisal?
Sissel?
Sissel? Please let us
Sizzle.
know. Let us know.
Sizzle.
Tell me, Mr. Shakespeare.
My lord, pray, what be thy bidding?
The way strychnine works is it causes muscle spasms. It causes muscle spasms. It's the opposite of paralytic. Huh. Huh.
Interesting.
Are you acquainted with Miss Green?
Huh?
No, never heard of her.
Judging by the look on Mr. Shamspeare's face, I think perhaps he genuinely doesn't know her, at least not by name. What?
As the voice of Her Majesty's prosecution here, I adhere to my word.
Sissel. I see. Or is it Sissel? Sissel.
Sis, like in sister, then cell.
Like it's
Sissel.
Cell.
Sissel.
But where's the
Sissel.
accent?
Sissel.
Sissel or Sissel? Wait,
Sis-
Sissel or
sis-
Sissel?
It's gotta be
Sis is
Sissel.
in sister, cell is in cell. Sis-cell.
Yeah, but is it
Sissel.
Sissel
Sissel.
or
It's
Sissel?
like Giselle.
neither, it's
or something.
Sissel.
Sissel.
All right, well,
Bye, Hannah.
we are
Thomas.
gonna throw the case.
As the voice of Her Majesty's prosecution here, I adhere to my word.
I stole it from Ghost Trick.
Oh, you should know
Oh,
that.
I do know that, but I don't remember who the. That's the name of the.
Sissel.
That's a spoiler.
I played a little bit of that.
That's a spoiler.
You will see my little Nipponese friend's farce through to its conclusion.
I do remember that name though now. It's a deep cut considering you don't see that name until you know. Anyway, I appreciate that.
The prosecution requests a short recess, my lord, in order to subpoena the witness and bring her here.
I did love Ghost Trick. Missile was the best character.
Miss Olive Green.
Olive
Indeed, my lord.
Green.
1 hour should be sufficient.
Very well, I grant the request.
Excellent, I hope.
The defense has made a most extraordinary accusation, I must say. But at the present time, I feel the prosecution's argument remains largely uncontested. Accordingly, I'm afraid the defendant and his culpability remain the sole subject of this court's attention.
You might be misremembering a tad.
I don't think I am, but I want to Google something real quick. I am curious. I'm pretty sure I know who this character is, but
About to
I
Google it.
could be wrong.
I'm never gonna play the game. I'm about to.
No, I'm totally right. I am totally right. I
I'm
guess it's
totally
not.
right.
You're right. Never mind. It's that's not a spoiler. I guess the spoiler is okay. I forgot whose name Sissel was in the first place. I didn't remember if it was his name or if it was the other one's name.
Cecil.
According.
Oh, I.
Sizzle.
Thank you, counsels. We reconvene in 1 hour. Court is adjourned. No way.
To be continued.
Wow, this case isn't
No
over. We're on case
freaking
2.
way.
Oh my gosh.
How many parts is that?
This is the 5th part.
This
this
is
case.
part 4.
No.
Next part will
This
be
is-
part 4.
This is part 5.
Are you sure?
Next
We can
part's
say it
part
right here.
5.
We can't tell right here. No, because we did the first part of the trial.
Just start the next one and save it, and then we'll see what part
does
it
it
is.
does it show you? I don't think it shows you. It's not gonna tell us what part it is.
Why not?
Yeah, I won't.
It just doesn't tell us. It was because we had the case the first day, we had investigation, and we had case the second day. So now we're on the fourth.
What's this case
fourth
called?
part? I don't just episode 2 of game 2.
Shamspeare versus.
Ace Attorney.
Episode 2
So
or
sucky
game 2. I give up.
Game 2. Case 2. Parts.
And this is how he finds the spoiler, so we don't game over again. This is how we cheat accidentally. How many more parts are left in this case?
I don't know how to see. What's it called? The
Don't read this, don't worry about it. Is it that hard for you to look up?
The Adventuring. No, the Memoirs of the Clouded Kokoro. That's what it's
Yes,
called.
that is what it's called.
Is it
Trial.
what?
This is Trial Part. Okay, Investigation Part 1.
Yep.
Trial Part 1. Investigation Part 2. We just did Trial Part
This
2.
is
That's the
trial
4th.
part
The
two.
Alright.
next thing is the 5th one, Trial Part 3.
Yeah.
So it's Part 3 of the trial, but it has been this will be the 5th part.
I feel like the first part of investigation there wasn't that much though.
Really?
I think we did that all in one stream. I think we
I
did
thought we
part
did
one
each
and
part in
trial
a
one.
stream. No way.
I think so.
No
I could be
way.
wrong. Anyway, how many more parts are there?
That's the last one?
This next part's the next one, last one. Is there an investigation 3 or just
Just
go
trial
straight?
part 3.
Oh, because we're on a recess, yeah. So this next part would be the last part. All right.
Day 54.
Well, I guess we should call it.
How long do you think it'll take you to do the part?
Probably another hour 30.
Why does it take us so long just to do one part?
Just because reading takes a long time. Plus, we've
Yeah.
also failed 5 times,
You
but
should probably.
You know what I just realized? We can figure out how many Ace Attorney streams are left. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Assuming we do 1 to be continued every time.
sure.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. 15 streams left.
So much Ace Attorney.
So, assuming we do one, on average, we do one every 2 weeks, right?
Yeah.
Ready for this? This is gonna be sick. Every
You said
2 weeks,
30
right?
weeks, so that's about half a year.
So, in October,
6.
we're gone. We're
It's
gone.
about 7
While he
months.
does this math, anyway,
So
thank
about
you all for stopping by. I'm gonna
7 or 8
No, this is part of the
months.
stream. This is part of the stream.
I'm gonna end this stream.
2, 3,
It'll be about 7 or 8 months.
Anyway, Cecil, yeah, I'm glad you stopped by. I have a playlist just for Ace Attorney, so if you want to watch that anytime, you can go back. But it's cool when you hop on and join. Glad when you can be here for
Probably
sure.
either about April or May.
11, 12, 13.
No, we don't even have a schedule. I'll be entirely honest. It kind of just happens when it happens.
My, it's like every 2 weeks.
It's sometimes
finish in
every
March.
week.
We'll finish in March.
Sometimes it's weekly though. Trust me, I wish we had a consistent
the best way
schedule.
to do it is turn on notifications and then ignore every other stream except Ace Attorney.
Yeah, that's so easy.
Oh, is it Ace Attorney is always starts at what 6:37 our time, Mountain Standard Time.
Sure.
So whatever you live, you can always pop on that time.
All right. I don't know.
And I can give you days. It's never on a Friday, never on a Saturday, never on a Sunday. Usually not on a Monday. So you're looking at Tuesday to Thursday after 6:30.
Tuesday, Wednesday, or Thursday.
Not this week, but next week. Just look out for it. There you go.
Anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and end stream now. Thank you all for watching. Hopefully, we'll go ahead and get to catch you in the next one. For anyone who was able to join, thank you for stopping by. Anyone who wasn't able to join, hopefully you'll be there next stream. Catch up by watching the playlists or watching the stream. I have a whole playlist for all my Ace Attorney streams, so yeah, you can just go click on those in my channel. Where's my... There we go, finally. Okay. Ugh, oh, there's another comment. Read what that comment says.
Fair enough, fair enough. Well, have a good night, and remember, don't sweat it. Wait, this isn't Turnabout Succession.
All right.
I don't know what that means. Is that for you?
I don't... Turnabout
That's
Succession?
a ghost thing.
No, Turnabouts, no, it's Ace Attorney thing.
Oh, I don't know what that means.
Turnabout
least it's not
Succession.
a
Which
summation
case is
examination.
that? I think that's literally just the
Oh my
case.
gosh.
Turnabout Succession
Bye.
It's-
Good getting to know you, Cecil.
is the first time the game's
Cecil.
main rival prosecutors. It's Apollo Justice. Episode 4? Is that when you go up against Phoenix Wright?
Did y'all play?
I played Apollo Justice, but I can't remember because it was so long ago. Anyway. Thank you all for stopping by. Hopefully, we'll catch you in the next stream. Until next time.
Whoa, you have a fade out now.
I've always had one.